it could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bullshit.
I take care of my kids. I've also taken care of other people's kids. That's why I can relate to your situation. And I never told them to get the out.
Well, you're not me,
ever.
And I've never disrespected my husband if I had one for my mother.
Whatever, girl. You ain't even got a husband.
And
Get a husband. And then you can tell me what to do.
You really want a wife. You really want a wife.
Hi, timekeepers. Thanks for stopping by the Myrita Minutes. To all that are new here, welcome. To all that have joined me on my journey, thank you. And welcome to the Timekeeper crew. Let's dive into the story of Kandi Burruss. Yes, Kandi Burruss, who is still married to Todd Tucker. However, they have filed for divorce after 11 years. Now, for those that don't know who Kandi Burruss is, she was a member of the Escape group, singing group, back in the day, way back in the day, in the 90s. And she was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta for quite some time. As a matter of fact, that's where she met Todd. I think he was one of the producers of the show. Anywho, we heard rumblings about there was like, Trouble in Paradise. We've been hearing that for a couple of years now. Even when they were on, they were on YouTube themselves and they did this little, Todd, I think it was Todd's thing. And he did this little thing and would ask questions, and while she was getting her hair done and her makeup done, and he would ask all of her glam squad what they thought about certain things, right? And just having different lifestyle, life reality type topics. And even when some of those things aired, people were saying, no, I don't like the way he answered that. They're having trouble. This is that, this is that. And, people always come up with their own conclusions about what's going on, but they don't have a clue for real. However, this is what I think happened. I don't know for sure. I don't have it being any type of infidelity. I feel like it's more of a money thing. And, Kandi is something about her money. Y'all remember how she made that man sign that prenup because she was not walking down the aisle if he didn't sign it. And remember, he was up to the very last second before they went up down that aisle before he signed it. And her thing was she had the lawyer there. And she says, we're not doing this if you're not signing it. And she protected hers. Anyway, so fast forward, they've had many ventures together, with the restaurants, the Old Lady Gang, Blaze, and I think they've had a couple of Old Lady Gangs. Well, people thought that they were closing up because maybe the health board said they had to close or just money was running low. I think they were dissolving their businesses. I mean, I feel like she's been working along with him to kind of probably divide things up or whatever. But if they're getting a divorce, they have to dissolve those businesses. Remember, that's what Melody Rogers did with Martell. They had that cosmetic business or whatever. It was called Embrace, I think. I think it was Embrace in the word brace. And she dissolved it, came back as 7th Avenue Beauty or whatever it's called. I feel like that's what Kandi was doing. She was dissolving her businesses with him. Now, remember the first movie that he came out with? Drew played kind of like the leading role. And that got quite a little buzz, right? I feel like, one, because Kandi was a sponsor. 2, Kandi was in it, along with a couple other key actresses. And 3, she promoted it because she had, I guess, a vested interest. This last movie that he is trying to peddle, and I mean, he is peddling it. I don't even know if it's gotten any buzz because I haven't heard anything about it. I haven't heard if it's bad. I haven't heard if it's good. I don't know if is it out yet, but I think it's called Don't Bring Your Man to Atlanta. I think that's what it's called. But I haven't seen anything but him trying to promote it on Instagram. he came out on Instagram with the BAM and did this little cute skit, and she was like trying to promote his movie. Then I saw I think his daughter was doing one of those TikToks, and she was his background dancer. And, he said something about, his movie then, and she had the poster and she was dancing with it. And I'm thinking to myself, ain't nobody going to see that movie. I haven't heard nothing about it. Nothing. Is it being streamed on something? Because the last time they streamed it on Peacock, I think, and that's how I saw it. But I don't know if this one is being streamed. I don't know if anything. I don't think she's involved in it. I know they did a couple of ventures together on Broadway. I want to say that both of them did it. I don't know what's going with Kandi and Todd, but anyway, it's for them to figure out. Who's to say that they are getting divorced? She just filed paperwork. She can always retract them if it's not indeed the time. All I know is I wish them a speedy divorce if that's what they want. And if they can work it out, hey, I'm for that too. Whatever. Yeah, tell me what you think. Did this come as a shock to you? Because it kind of came as a shock to me. I wasn't expecting that, but it's been a lot of things going on in the housewife world these days. So I'm just going to say something. I'm going to keep that to myself. All right, y'all. Let's get in the comments. Let's talk about this. Please like, share, and subscribe. Everyone, be blessed and peace.
I take care of my kids. I've also taken care of other people's kids. That's why I can relate to your situation. And I never told them to get the out.
Well, you're not me,
ever.
And I've never disrespected my husband if I had one from my mother.
Whatever, girl. You ain't even got a husband. Get a husband. And then you can tell me what to do.
You really want a wife. You really want